Islamic cleric preaches importance of entrepreneurship and self-reliance. And Nigeria's quest for electricity standard in focus. This is the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitbo. We start the news on a religious note. The Chief Imam, Area 10 Central Mosque, Sheikh Yahya Al-Yolawi, has emphasized the importance of entrepreneurship and skill acquisition among youths as a means to self-reliance and nation building. The cleric stated this in a sermon at today's Jummah prayer. Hawa Gimba reports.
In a time where moral leadership and economic independence are increasingly intertwined, Islamic scholars and clerics have been reminded of a timeless virtue. In a sermon, the Chief Imam of Area 10 Mosque, Imam Garba Yahya Al-Yolawi, says the role of an imam goes beyond leading prayers. It encompasses guidance, inspiration, and practical example.
So we try to emphasize the way and manner they can solve problems and get income at extent, and that is the way our millionaires and billionaires are following. You to solve a problem and you will get multiple of income.
By emulating the noble prophets, many of whom were traders and craftsmen, imams are encouraged to balance spiritual leadership with productive engagements.
And I upgrade. I used to buy only latest, and I used to diversify. I will put my money in ABC business, the way that the cash flow will continue. These are the principles, universal principles that every billionaire or millionaire is using.
The Imam further emphasizes that by promoting self-reliance, Islam not only upholds dignity in labor, but also encourages its leaders to be proactive, productive, and principled, leading by example in both words and deeds. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Now to a bit on politics. The All Progressives Congress APC Buhari chairmanship candidate Shokwelo Haruna Audi has reaffirmed his commitment to making Buhari Area Council a model of progressive governance in line with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Isaac Jibo reports that the chairmanship candidate stated this during a media briefing in Ushafa Buhari Area Council of the FCT.
Shokolo Haruna Audi, APC Buhari chairmanship candidate in the February 2026 Area Council polls, received his certificate of return Wednesday afternoon. He expressed gratitude to President Tinubu, whose vision for a greater Nigeria continues to inspire the youth. Audi confidently predicted that the APC will secure victory in Buhari Area Council come February 2026.
My deepest gratitude to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose vision for a greater Nigeria continues to inspire me as a person and Nigeria at large. I am fully committed to deliver on the vision of our president, on the mandate of our president at the grassroots level, and to make Buhari Area Council a shining example for the progressive governance.
Party Chairman Buhari Alishere emphasized the need for collective efforts to champion inclusive development at the grassroots level.
We have full membership of across the whole area council, Buhari Area Council. We have more than 10,000 or 15,000 people across Buhari Area Council.
We have a president who has built on a very, very good foundation from the grassroots to wherever we think is possible in Nigeria.
Notably, Shokolo from the Ushafa community has previously contested for the chairmanship position. In Abuja, Isaac Jibo, NTA News.
And away from politics, many Nigerians are eager for improvements in the power sector, while hope for change is strong. Key players are highlighting areas of the electricity supply industry that impact safety. What is impressive is that in this area, there is a common ground where both the government and citizens can work together to bridge the gaps, and that ensures electricity safety standards. Ramat Abdullahi tells us more.
Nigeria's power sector, no doubt, faces a range of challenges. However, there is growing concern about adherence to safety regulations, which are vital for protecting lives and property. For example, many Nigerians ignore safety rules when building structures under high-tension power lines. Some consumers even suffered losses and damages due to faulty electrical appliances they purchased.
The quality is not much. It's like they reduce the quality based on prices. It's market that control prices.
The Director General of the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NEMSA, Aliyu Tuko Tahir, stated that while the agency enforces technical standards by inspecting and testing electrical equipment, it also certifies electrical installers. This certification, he noted, aims to address the challenges posed by unqualified individuals who perform faulty wiring in homes, shops, and offices, thereby exposing people to the risk of fire outbreaks.
We've expanded the certification schemes from 1 scheme into now 4 schemes, and more schemes are coming on board. And this is also, expanding the areas of specialization, so that, like, for example, electrical installation contracting is 1 scheme, electrical installation technical personnel is another scheme, installation of electricity meters is one of the schemes, and then certification of renewable energy installers.
We need to have national, and then we expect that the National Assembly could make of this class of people a constituency project.
While we expect government agencies to ensure safety of lives and property by enforcing electricity safety standards, individuals have a crucial role to play. It is often better and wiser to invest more upfront in quality and safety rather than opting for cheaper options with severe consequences later on. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
And as Nigeria continues to grapple with the impact of climate change, the Federal Capital Territory is not left out, with some communities bearing the brunt of seasonal flooding. Lokogoma, a rapidly expanding residential hub in Abuja, has emerged as one of the hardest hit areas. Residents say the fear of flood has now become frightening routine. Kama visited the area and now reports.
Behind me is one of the major water channels here in Lokogoma, an area increasingly under threat each rainy season. With each downpour, residents say the fear of flooding is not just a probability, but a yearly nightmare. Lokogoma in Abuja's FCT is known for its clusters of estates and buildings and a growing population. However, poor land allocation, especially on natural waterways, has made this area one of the most flood-prone zones, as identified by meteorological predictions. The largely residential district sees reoccurring flooding annually, and just last week, a commercial motorcyclist was swept away by a heavy flow of water from Lokogoma towards the Trademore estate, as is in Lugbe. Such incidents raise concern over the inadequate drainage infrastructure.
Whenever rain dey fall like this, it's either the rain go collect one machine go, or it go collect one person life go, and the thing not really help us at all.
People have been here for over 12 years, paying facility fees. Not one single maintenance has been done. Now the residents are crying out loud. They are human beings. The condition of living is bad. We want the government, the federal government, the FCT minister to please help us in FAB Estate The Residents Association wants to manage the estates. They want to repair their roads themselves instead of giving it to a facility manager that will take their money, and at the end of the day, nothing will be seen.
As you can see, we are standing by one of the bridges here. It's almost impassable as we speak. If you go down a little bit by my right, the second bridge there, you can't even pass that one. It's completely gone. And all the monies we pay, there is no accountability.
Every rainy season, we hear bad news of people losing their life whenever it rains heavily. I know this is Lokogoma.
As the rainy season deepens, residents of Lokogoma say they are left at the mercy of nature. Kama Kama, NTA News.
Education, the Kids Fund House Montessori and High School has reaffirmed its commitment to providing a supportive learning environment. This was emphasized by the school's director, Taibat Karim, during the third graduation ceremony, where 83 pupils graduated from nursery and primary sections. Hadiza Godin Ebuni has more.
The Kids Fund House Montessori and High School celebrated a milestone with its third graduation ceremony, with a variety of activities lined up to entertain parents and guests. Director of the school, Mrs. Taibat Karim, stated that the school's mission is to raise well-rounded children who are mentally, physically, socially, and academically balanced and capable of competing globally.
We've pushed them beyond limits. They keep breaking barriers. They keep redefining what is possible. I'm actually hoping for nothing but the best.
Parents emphasized the importance of nurturing children with strong moral values to enable them contribute to national development.
Seeing your child grow up from childhood to this level, I think you have to give thanks to the Almighty. It is Almighty that helps to put you where you are today.
We do less work at home with the kids because the school has, they practically do everything.
To wish them success as they move on in their lives, and we also want to pray that they will attain that which they have dreamt of.
The graduating pupils expressed confidence in their ability to excel, crediting their success to the quality education received.
I am happy I'm going to grade 1. I'm happy I'm going to grade 1. I'm happy to go to high school because we are going to expect new things, new teammates.
I feel very excited because it's my graduation and it's also my birthday today.
Awards were presented to outstanding students in character and academics, as well as individuals who have contributed to educational development. Notably, Mr. Paul Ate, Zonal Director of NTA Port Harcourt Network Center, received an award for excellence for his advocacy for quality education. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
Over now to the sports desk for Sports Brief.
Nigeria Super Falcons will take on host nation Morocco's Atlas Lionesses in the final this Saturday at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. For Nigeria Super Falcons, the tournament has been a showcase of dominance, defensive resilience, and title ambition, unbeaten and yet to concede a goal. The 9-time African champions are chasing a record extending 10th WAFCON title, their first since 2018. The Confederation of African Football CAF has appointed Namibia's Antino to officiate the final of the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON between Nigeria and Morocco. Antino, one of WAFCON's most consistent and composed referees, will make history as the first Namibian official to take charge of a tournament final. She will be assisted by Alice Omotesi of Rwanda and Senegal's Tabara Moji, both for their sharp judgment and steady performances during the competition. In the video assistant referee booth, Rwanda's Salama Mukasanga, a trailblazer in global football officiating, will take charge, bringing a wealth of experience to the high-stakes encounter. Nigeria Super Falcons will take on host nation Morocco's Atlas Lionesses in the final this Saturday at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. With Sports Brief, Moses Kuye, NTA News.
And that concludes the English version of the news. Up next, translations. Enjoy the weekend.
azaba jilo ba je ba ci ba we yuzo a juma wiya kwa we wona na wo abada nu atuko natuko isha ndaje zuma oniye wa go ba ngai sheko shenu nu asala jiyankun na ba jilo no kwaje gun awo nanu okizimbe na yo yahaya al yo lawi woku bada mpaje kalayan jiba no ko lo nu abwatun shin nu abi ani aba antigana abwatun ba jin ba be enu bofui nu oza aba ko ba jin e kin ko kwa mo lo nu abi oza no wale sheba we be na bedai nje hawa jimba wa ga ga sheko shenu we da de nu nnaye nsai wo be jin we go sheko be da gan che nnaye wo nchi ge she e kin ye kin ko bwa lo nu abi nu osan sapai wo ga shaula nge bi ni de he wala abwa tun be la shi chowo gajiza mbedai wa chige awe tajin ba wo zapmi lang aza mwa beyelo nu ba enwe tulo nge ababwa ona na interechia shiko kunche nanu ekinye nkwen ama ona ye kwen atasha ko bwabwalo shiko kunche aza adnagmen nku abashi awe nu ba jelege sepa ye kwen ekon ba gabmajin ajege ona na interechia ko lolo nu abye nanu ekin zina ozanwa lo sheba webe nu abeda na yo ramatu abdullahi wagan ge azad na gmen ba dabada nge obobu ba foyan ekonige ye eshu gmen kakara tami kwa shun aban tichenu a gwamnati no abai lolo no baba lebe aza mba mbuji mba jin ba ibwa apma ona na terechi yin ba mbuji ba lobe tigona je abwa apna jen ba ji wo ngo dia abeda wo ganga aza ne ba jin ba kun ana akaya ajin apma chen ba jin anya amanai osanu agnilo aije deshan yinzeyan nu ogmaji sopa nanu eyin zindan yekwen ko ni eyin zindan atoko yalo nu avun ntigana ajiba nwa beyelo nanu eyin zindan nu ba wo odnalo ntukotu nuwa ajekunbo kama wela le sheba wala le jiba na yugo loko goma nko filo nanu eyin zindan we gan loko goma ko jin abanu nu am apilo no sa de hei ojie kwen ko bwa pata lalanu lo aza mba filo nu abaye ban ba gan ba filo odna ko wo ba ntigana loko goma ko la jin abanu nu ajun kwa kun ayelo eye de hei omaje ye obota zenyi anyi ekin shasun sai ko nei aza nshikwa suwe